Good night to you. I am Mark Seal with Sports Night. Saul Youssef and Barry Gale exited the weekend as champions after the dust had settled at the Bushy Park Racing Circuit. It all happened at the Barbados Festival of Speed after Youssef had a stiff challenge from Stuart Maloney in the double points final to win back-to-back SR3 Cup titles, while despite finishing only third and fourth in the last two races, Barry Gale had done enough to lift the Swift Cup crown under the watchful eye of Formula One world champion driver Jenson Button. CBC's Anne-Marie Burke reports.
While many came for the show and thrills, there were some serious scores to be settled as the Suzuki Challenge Series champion drivers would be crowned. The SR3 Cup title was a battle royale between Saul Youssef and Stuart Maloney. Youssef came to Bushy Park with a 20-point advantage, winning 4 of the 9 previous races, compared to Maloney's 3 wins. But here was the position. The day's 2 races had a maximum of 75 points on offer. 25 points for race 1, which Maloney did stake claim to, but this last race under floodlights held double points, 50, so the title would be decided. As expected, Maloney and Youssef were really going at it, but the early race honors went to David Simpson, who along with Ryan Gonzalez made the early driving. That's until the two pushed a little too hard and they both spun out in the bank's S's. This gave a clear path for Youssef, who by now was putting a clearer space between himself and the rest of the field. But Maloney was not going to have it as he chipped away at that lead, so that by the time it was a couple turns from home, Youssef's lead was just 2/10. The final push, and Youssef floored it to drive away the Suzuki Radicals champion, claiming back-to-back titles. The Swift Cup was just as exciting, with eventual winner Barry Gale, who started the day just 4 points ahead of his nearest rival, Trinidad and Tobago's Ryan Peru, ironically not even tasted a win on this final race day. Actually, in this final race, it was all Rhett Watson who drove for the win from beginning to end. Gale finished down the pack in 4th, but was able to rack up the points to take the championship. There was plenty of action at Bushy Park as the Suzukis were out in full force.
Thank you very much, Anne-Marie. And moving on now to cricket, the West Indies went to stumps with a lead of 267 with 9 second-inning wickets in hand. This was on day 2 of their 3-day tour match against Zimbabwe A team at Bulawayo. The Windies closed on 74 for 1 with Kieran Powell on 34 and Kyle Hope on 35. This is after making 336 for 7 in their first innings. Now, earlier they had dismissed Zimbabwe A for just 143, with Devendra Bishu taking 3 for 28, and Raymond Riffer, Miguel Cummins, and Shannon Gabriel picking up 2 wickets apiece. Now, in more cricket news, bat-dominated ball as a regional invitational 11 defeated Trinidad and Tobago Red Force 11 by 11 runs. This in a celebrity hurricane relief T20 match at Queen's Park Oval over the weekend. Sent into bat, the regional 11 piled up an imposing 217 for 8 of their 20 overs. Jamaican Brandon King tallied a blistering 62 of just 26 balls, while West Indies all-rounder Rovman Powell raced to 56 from 28 deliveries. The Windies off-spinner Sunil Narain picked up 2 for 23 for TNT. In reply, the Trinidad 11 fell short, managing only 206. Darren Bravo did smash though 58 of 29 balls with 2 4s and 6 6s, while Lendl Simmons struck 49 from 26. Here's a look at that innings.
Webster, his opening partner, played a few impressive shots. There was some poor bowling as well that helped the Red Force to get off to that flying start. Simmons continued to blaze away to the delight of the home crowd, and even the edges were favouring him. Some tremendous shot making as well from Tion Webster as he was getting into stride. Big 6 from Lendl Simmons on the arrival of Suleiman Ben. And this was probably the shot of that passage of play. Just flicked off the hip. And then Simmons falling. clever change of pace from Kesrick Williams and taking the catch on the rebound, Darren Sammy.
A lovely four there from Tion Webster, going through the offside. And Bravo showing his class, exquisite extra cover drive. And Dwayne Smith, unfortunately, dropping a catch, which is unusual for him. And Tion Webster just taking a very good catch there by Ashley Nurse to be dismissed. First, and Ramden looking to go in that cold corner, not getting a lot of bat on it, and a very easy catch taken by Johnson Charles. And Pollard came to the crease, but didn't stay long, gifted his wicket, caught by Rothman Powell, who obviously was quite happy. Dan Bravo continued to smash the ball to all parts of this outfield. Another six by Darren Bravo, only draining and dealing his sixes, Darren Bravo, to the delight of the crowd. And Dwayne Bravo has joined the party to let his brother, if you can do it, I can do it as well. Dan Bravo continued to exploit, show his muscles to great effect on yet another six. Dan Bravo continued to show his power, and unfortunately didn't get enough on that and was caught by Johnson Charles. Nicholas Puran came to the party, and he earlier gifted again Rothman Powell, showing that he can catch. Dwayne Bravo getting the short ball, not in control, but caught by Dwayne Smith on the boundary on the leg side. Kevin Cooper showed that he has the ability to hit sixes, and he was successful on that occasion. Then he played an exquisite square drive open the back face down to the boundary for four. Narang showed that he's no slouch with the bat. Played a very good, another four. Narang got over ambitious and was bowled all over neck and crop. Kevin Cooper deceived by a slow ball, and it all ended with Riyad Emirates being bowled.
Now, the objective of the match was to raise $1 million TT to support the ongoing relief efforts in the Caribbean countries devastated last month by the passage of Hurricanes Irma and Maria. National cyclist Russell Elcott finished first in the National Sprint Relay Triathlon over the weekend on the Spring Garden Circuit. Elcott had the fastest swim in the 750-meter distance in 8 minutes, 56 seconds. Then in the 4-lap 20-kilometer bike race, he was timed at 26 minutes, 28 seconds, before trotting home ahead of the field in the over 5-kilometer run in 20 minutes, 47 seconds. His overall time, 57 minutes, 55 seconds. Orange Josiah finished behind him just about 2 minutes later in 59 minutes, 45 seconds, while Daniel Treasure was the first female to cross the line, coming home in 1 hour, 3 minutes and 46 seconds. A field of 18 athletes completed the circuit, with 10 males and 8 females. Coming up, a tough start for Barbados at the Pan Am Indoor Hockey.
Thursdays just got beefed up on Morning Barbados. That's right, now we partner with the BADMC to do something for beef's sake. Learn more about quality Bajan beef, the Carmitas brand, and how you can enjoy it from the farm to your fork. If it's the right cut you're looking for, then for beef's sake, watch Morning Barbados every Thursday from 6:45 a.m. It's the beefiest 10 minutes on TV. Brought to you in association with the BADMC.
Do you want audience numbers? Over 140,000 people are watching Morning Barbados and the evening news. 6 out of 10 top radio personalities are found right here at the CBC. CBC delivers the audience you need.
New on Morning Barbados.
I know I'm ready to hit the spot, and I'm bringing along a friend.
This one is sure to hit the spot. Fridays on Morning Barbados. See you at 6.
Barbados Taekwondo team, consisting of 3 juniors and a senior, recently returned home from Las Vegas in the United States after attending the Pan American Taekwondo Union President's Cup. The junior trio of Leania Bess-Smith, Alicia Green, and Jaden Green won 3 medals: bronze, gold, bronze, and bronze respectively. Now, Coach J.G. Doughton said he's extremely proud of how they performed on their first international outing for the country.
Very good performances from our juniors. They were out for the first time at a large event like this. There were over 900, probably over 1,000 competitors there. Certainly over 9, but I think it was a little closer to 1,000 competitors from all across the Pan Am region and from other continents outside of this region. So we're looking forward to good things from the juniors coming up. In the future. Next year, we're hoping to tackle the U.S. Opens, which is another big event. You get players from all across the country, all across the Pan Am continent, and certainly all over the world, China, Spain. Everybody comes in for that one. So the more exposure we can give to our junior and senior teams at that level, we expect to get continued good performances from them.
Meanwhile, in the senior division, the lone competitor was Darren Carter, and he was placed alongside the number 4 ranked fighter in the region. Carter was therefore unable to make it out of the first round, but Doughton says he showed a promise.
First time out international competition for him. Our objective for him in the medium term is to acquire a world ranking. We thought this was a very good event for him to have the exposure. He's very strong at home. We had several weeks in preparation ahead of this event, and we felt quite comfortable with his readiness for the games. We went out, the usual things that will happen first time at a big event. There were some nerves, but he's a very cool character. First round out, and he did go out in his first round, unfortunately, but as coach, I'm quite satisfied with that. We're satisfied with Darren's mental state during the event and after the event. He knows what he has to do right now in terms of the work that we have to put in, the number of hours a week, and the volume of work we are doing in terms of drilling and kicking, etc. So more to come from him.
The Barbados men and women hockey teams got off to a rocky start in the 2017 Indoor Pan American Cup being played in Guyana. The women suffered 2 losses. The first, a 14-1 defeat to Argentina, with Tamisha Small scoring the lone goal for Barbados, while in the second game they went down 5-1 to Canada, with Small being the scorer once again. Now the men's team had a closer match, losing to hosts Guyana 4-5, with 2 goals coming from Che Warner and a goal apiece from Akeem Rudder and Neil Franklin. Well, the games will continue tomorrow with the men clashing against Canada in the afternoon. Well, here's what's happening in sports tomorrow. The Barbados Secondary Schools netball and basketball league tournaments continue tomorrow at various school venues at 3:15 p.m., while the Grant Tilly Adams International Airport T20 competition continues at Rice's. DS Strikers will be taking on Harlington in the first game at 7 p.m. in a doubleheader. That's Sports Night for tonight. Join us again tomorrow for more sports on CBC TV. I am Mark Seal. Do have a good night.
You're watching CBC TV 8 in beautiful Barbados.